Hi everybody, this is Gary Dean with Sentiment Timing, and this is our technical video report for Sunday, August 20th, 2023. Hope you guys are having a great weekend, and let's get started. So, Friday, we saw a pretty decent sized little gap down. I used it, I put it in the morning notes that I was taking half the position off. The one that I was taking off, I actually got in at the 43.15. There was a little bit of a loss on that, but the thing is, and now we have half a position. And what I'm going to be looking to do is, if we get the bounce, looking to short it at the resistance levels, and then when we come down, start bailing out of this position again. So even though this was a small loss on this particular trade, what we have to remember, just looking at things, is that we actually this is the fourth time we've traded this this move, and we started really shorting right around getting into the in this area here where we were getting the big moves up and down. But the thing is, so we took them off, and we were up about 180 points when we took our last trade here. And then unfortunately, this is where the markets kind of got away from me. And it surprised a lot of people. It wasn't just me, but it's a time that we got put behind the eight ball. And the thing is that you have to just kind of trust the model, meaning that it's not. So now we're not really looking for any home run trade on this. We're looking to kind of ease it up, maybe make a little, maybe 50 points when everything is said and done from this trade. Hopefully, it's more. We'll see what the entries are that we can get and how things work on that. But then, once we start getting down to the support levels that I like, I really want to be, down to a quarter size position, or maybe even cash, just for the reason that, this trade got away. It was not one of the better. I mean, like I said, we haven't had a losing trade in 2 years. So this one, when we are caught behind the eight ball, it's either you bail and you get crushed on your trade, or you look at the sell signals, you look at the predictive analytics model, you look at the VIX, and you know that this is not sustainable. So you kind of ride out this pain, but then again, it comes right back down, and now you start getting out with minimal losses, even with the 180 points that we made already. This one we closed half the position and we gave maybe 20 points back. So we're still up a pretty good amount. Um, and I really just want to get back to just being market neutral, meaning that, I don't, right now, I've been bearish just because I didn't believe in this move at all. But now we're getting that release to the downside to where we're getting into some, oversold levels. And I want to get back to, being able to look both long and short. I am not just a short. We're just not shorting service. We actually were the ones calling the lows when we came here, the exact day on it. So we've traded the long side a lot, and we've traded the short side. But each time we did the long trade and stuff like that, things happened right away. This one was just exhausting, and that's why I want to, even if it comes down to where it's a break even trade, which I don't believe it is. I think we're going to make some. Uh, you just skate away, and okay, so you went to go 2 years without any losing trades, and we have one that we broke even with. It took a lot of time. That's the part that I'm not really happy with, and that even if we make money on this trade, I will look at it and say, I was wrong on this one. This move right here got me off guard, and it didn't really give you a chance to get out. But the thing is that you had to wait patiently. So now you start scaling out and limiting any losses, where there's basically no losses. And then when we come back down to say, where I believe that the ultimate target is going to be right around this the 4,200 level, but we're probably going to get a decent little bounce when we get down to the 4,261. So if we get down to this support, I'm gonna actually change these. I'm sorry, I was being lazy today. So let's just say here's a support right in this area here, and then I'm gonna, because these are busted, so they're not support levels anymore. Hang on one second. Okay, so that's that, and then we have this right here. So if we get down to these levels, and if I go to a 60-minute chart, you could see right here, we could even say that this one can go here. So this is your support zone. where you want to start scaling out and moving, having like a quarter size position. So then, now we're getting back to that mentality wise market neutral where we can, make our 100-point trades on a every 3, 4, 5 days with the S&P and making the money that we've been used to maybe making for the last 2 years. So, I would be very careful shorting down here because if things are going to play out the way I think they are, we should get either a move down and then up or just up. But what I'm really looking for is this the momentum indicator to start moving up. And then when we take out these lows, now we're going to have a buy signal. And again, I'm gonna watch and see what our predictive analytics model is saying. And if we're, when we start getting close to the lows, I'm bailing on the short side and going to be looking on the long side. So, ideally, I'd like to see a bounce up here to reshort it. If these lows get taken out and then we come down to this 42, the 4,300, and then down to really, like, I can say the 42.64. If we come down here, I'm going to take another quarter off. And then just we have a quarter position after making 180 points, and we just gave back say another 10 points, or there was, because this is where we were shorting in this area here. So if it comes down to it, and like I said, we only have to give back a little bit of points, that's a win. Even though the trade sucked, that's probably the best way to put it. So ideally, we get the bounce somewhere up here to reshort it. If it comes down here, I would be very careful shorting. And the ultimate, downside target we're looking is somewhere down at the 4,200. So that's really about it. If we just take a look at the 15-minute chart, we don't have any bullish divergences here. So again, that's suggesting that these were not the lows, and we're going to be coming down somewhere into the 4,300, maybe 4,275. If the bulls can get above this, you can see it's the moving average right here, as well as some price resistance. If I just put this right here, you can see where we have price that was using this as support. It's now resistance. So if the bulls can get above it, that's where I believe that we get the reaction trade that's going to bring us probably, somewhere up into the 42, 44.14, more likely up to the 44.40. These would be the areas that I like to short. So let's see what plays out tomorrow. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll talk to you guys in the morning.